My hair like the swing. Yeah, hey, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. Yeah, hey, left foot hood, right foot hood. Yeah, hey.
Hello, my loves. We are back for part 2 of this Wondess Hair. Oh, still just. Oh, that's how I feel. Like, I don't know. I like these highlights. I feel like it's a very summery thing to do. It was my first time doing highlights. I was really like, somebody told me on Snapchat, they said kitchen beautician. That's my title. Give me the kitchen beautician cosmetology license because I am really in here whipping it up with these wigs, okay? I had the foils. I was really trying to act like I knew what I was doing, y'all. So today we will be getting into these highlights and how I styled this hair, and then my full review on it. So lit, so lit. So if you would like to see how I got these highlights and my full review, just keep on watching. Alright, so what I did was really simple. I started from the bottom of the unit and I just picked up random sections. I did like every other little maybe 1.5 inches of hair. I took it and I just did a normal bleaching process to it. I just put the bleach on there and then I cut up strips of foil. It wasn't the most like expensive foil or actual hair foils. I just bought a roll of cheap foil from Target and cut them into little strips. And then I placed the hair on top of that and folded it up so it will process quicker. When you enclose the hair, it heats up and it helps it process. So I did that, and like I said, it wasn't very expensive foil, so sometimes it wouldn't stay, so I used my clips to clamp it down. But I do think that kind of left some indentions in sections of the hair, so it didn't color, you know, completely through. But I mean, I'm really not mad at it, so I just know for next time. But it was a really simple process, and I really just picked random pieces, and when I got to the top of the head, or what I felt was completed the head, I just went back through and tried to look for spots where I felt like there could have been another highlight or some more color. So then I was just really eyeballing it, because I started with a method of doing like every other section and then went back through the hair and just looked for spots that were just too much black in one area and went back and did the same thing. So I just colored the hair, fold it up, and then I fold the foil until it like stays put, and then if it doesn't stay put, then I just use a clip. And I let this hair process for about 35 minutes, and this is from start to finish, even with the layers and going back through and looking back at the hair. I just let it sit for about 35 minutes, and then I went ahead and rinsed it out. Rinsed out all the hair first. Like I said, the entire unit was submerged underwater and none of the tracks came loose with the glue method, so I was happy about that. But I just rinsed it out, and then I used the Ion Color Solutions shampoo and conditioner. I just did the shampoo one time, and then I let the conditioner sit on for about 35 minutes just because I felt like it was going to help the hair tone down some more and bring some moisture back to it, because bleaching does dry out the hair. And then after I did that, I let it air dry overnight. Well, not really overnight, because this was like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. So for a couple hours, whenever I woke up at like 10 the next day, well, the same day. And it was just a little bit damp, so I just used my blow dryer to blow dry it on cool. I didn't put any more heat besides curling it on this hair. So I just hung it in my shower with like the little pants hanger rods or pants hangers that have the clips on it, so the unit could just drip dry. I try not to put too much heat on any hair that I process. So this is what the hair to look like after it was air dry. After it air dried, as you can see here, it was really tight on my head, but because I made it on my mannequin head. So it was a little tight, but I felt like after I cut the lace off the front of the closure that it would be fine, which it was. So this is the hair. These are our highlights, and I just freaking love how they turned out. Oh my goodness, I love how they turned out. The hair is still so soft and so pretty, and has a lot of luster. So the hair is still a little bit damp, so I just went ahead and blow dried it on cool. And then I got to styling, and I just sectioned it like I normally would my hair, and I curled it with a flat iron so we could get some voluminous curls going on. I did create a little bit of baby hair. I just used my metal rat tail comb to pull some of the hair from the front of the closure, cut them per usual, and then I used the new thing that I got from my booth, Show on it. If you don't If you're not subscribed to her channel, The Glam Show, you need to go check her out. She's so litty with makeup, like OMG. So go follow Shosho on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, everything. So I just did the baby hairs like normal, pulled some of them out, cut them, and then I laid them down with the Herbal Essence mousse instead of gel. After I did this video, I didn't like go back and lay it down with gel, but I kind of like stamped the gel on there because it has a little bit of a stronger hold. But what I like about the Herbal Essence is it doesn't leave any residue. Like when the Got To Be Glue, I use the Got To Be Glue gel in the black container. It kind of leaves a residue sometimes. If your fingers aren't clean, it takes the oils from your skin and it will leave like a white residue. So what I loved about the mousse is it does have an all-day hold. It's a softer hold. It doesn't look like it's, you know, tacked down to your head. So I really do like that. But I did, for certain areas of that closure where it was separated from the unit a little bit too much, the hairs were just not trying to lay down. It kept like lifting. So I did use the Got To Be Glue to kind of like stamp it on there so it just lay down. The Got To Be will stay put now for edges. I don't use it to secure the unit. And the good thing about this unit is because it was a little too small, after I cut the lace, it did relax a little bit, but I still didn't need to put anything on it to secure it. Like, it was on my head. I was shaking and moving today, and it did not budge, so I was proud of it. So this is the new mousse that I'll be using to lay my edges, and it actually stays put. Like, I have the unit off right now as I'm recording this, and my baby hairs are good. They're good. We're probably not going to have to relay them, so I'm excited about that. We're going to see. So I just laid them as normal, use my little cheap little brush, and swooped them and tied them down to curl the rest of my hair. Still trying to finesse these baby hairs. I haven't lived with them for 26 years, so I'm not a pro, but you know, we can get the job done or whatever. So yep, I just used my really fat, this is really the only flat iron I have right now. I think this is a Revlon flat iron, and I just curl my hair per usual. It's a really quick process. I think this is the quickest, and that's why I like it. So all the hair that was away from my face, I just curled it back away from my face. And then when I got to the front of my head, like the front area where the hair actually frames my face, I curled it inwards so it would like blow and then wrap around the rest of the curls. So as you can see here, I'm curling away from the face, curling away. So at this point, I learned that I freaking love this hair. Like, oh, it's just so pretty. So pretty. I loved it. Weavy, do you love me? Are you riding? I'm a joke. So keep curling away, and then when we get to these front sections, then we're going to curl inward so the hair flips around and frames the face without having to cut it, even though I probably will eventually cut a little bit shorter layers because I just want to lay just a little bit from the face, a little bit back. In. Wraps the rest of it. And wraps the face. Boom. It's a lituation. Alright, so we're going to repeat these same steps on the other side of the head. Just section up. No, like, it's nothing exact. I just put my finger through, find a little space, section it, and go. Curl it, curl it, curl it. And we end up with litness. curl, we're just gonna use my favorite hairspray, which is this Ion Keratin hairspray. It's like a medium kind of hold. So just spray that all over the head to kind of lock the curls in place but not make them hard. And yeah, then we're good to go. We're done. Okay, so did we like how we got these highlights? Did we like how everything, like how it was done? I feel like it was a really simple process, and I always find it easier to color hair when the wig is already constructed, because usually after I construct it, I try it on to see like how it's gonna sit on my head, where I need to part it. So I part it and do all of that, so then when I go to color it, I know what's gonna be where. So I think that was the easiest way to do this. When I was actually doing the highlights, I felt like I didn't have enough, but now that I have it on, and really after I rinsed out the bleach, I knew, like I said, that was enough. That was good. And I'm going to insert a picture because I don't have the bottles next to me right now, but the purple shampoo and conditioner that I use to tone down the brassiness of the hair after bleaching it, I like it better than Shimmer Lights. It's cheaper than Shimmer Lights, and I actually feel like it does its job better than Shimmer Lights. Like, this looks like a honey brown, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want like a brassy blonde. So I'm so freaking love it, and it smells better, and I feel like you get more amount than the Shimmer Lights. Like, Shimmer Lights is cool and that's what everybody uses, but I was in Sally's and I got that Ion one. It's it. So full review on this hair. So freaking proud of how it held up. Like, even after bleaching it, the curl pattern came back. It's just a body wave, so you can still see the body wave. The closure wave pattern did loosen up pretty much like immediately, so I feel like it's more of a straight than a body wave. Like, when it came out the bag, it was a body wave, but it was pretty much straight. The hair is still so soft, like so soft, like the least amount of shedding I've ever seen ever. And I think that also could be because of the method of the hot glue gun. I feel like the glue reinforces the wefts, so it kind of like, you know, seeps through to keep it on your cap, but it also keeps the hairs in place. So even if you tug on it a little bit, you're not getting any shedding. So I really didn't get any shedding with this unit. The knots on the closure bleached so well. It's like, this is the best that my frontal closure, whatever top piece, has ever looked. And I also think it's because I actually washed it this time, because usually I'll put the bleach on, then I get distracted and do something, and then it'd be brassy and I have to go back and correct and do all that. This time I washed it like a hawk. I was just standing there like, yep, time to rinse. So watch your frontals and closures, so your knots will be litty. Like, there's nothing on this, no concealer, no nothing. Like, this is the most litty it's ever been in life. And then also, I was kind of nervous about coloring the hair and having to rinse it, wash it, all of that with this glue method, because all the videos that I had watched, they were like, just keep it away from water. You need to make sure you wash it 2 inches from the root. I said, you know what? The method's so quick and easy. If they do start falling off, we just gonna slap it back on the mannequin and glue them back. But to my surprise, nothing loosened up, nothing came off, nothing. I put the bleach on the hair like I normally would if I would have sewn the wig together. I rinsed it and washed it like I normally would. I was, you know, not as aggressive with my hand motions and everything, but it was submerged under the water. Like, the whole unit was wet. So I am just so pleased with how this hair came out, how it feels, how it moves, how it curls, how... Bravo. Bravo. The only thing, like, the hair is bomb. So it's not even about the hair. It's just, I just need for the company to get frontals, because they don't offer frontals at this time. That's all I need for them to do, because this hair is the bomb. This has definitely, out of all the wigs that I've made, this has now moved up to my favorite wig. And it's a closure wig, and I don't like closures. I need all of this perimeter to be the same, okay? I want to live my best life with the most fake baby hairs that I can. So I want a frontal, but this is so freaking cute. Like, I just feel so girly with it. This color, the way it lays, the length, just, in freaking love. So thank you all so much for coming back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You really should have done that like when you clicked on this video, you might as well just go ahead and hit subscribe. But yeah, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps my channel out so much. And thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Stay true.
Yeah.